So let's talk about what makes SoHyang and Joe Priester so awesome singing You Are the Reason. Hi, I'm Dr. Mark, and I'm going to help you sing and perform more like the top artists around the world. I'm a professional voice teacher, performance coach, and opera stage director. I've helped thousands of singers around the world learn the techniques and methods that got the top singers to where they are. This is my first time watching through this, so I'm excited to see what we see them do here in this kind of no bells and whistles performance in a studio, and here we go.
Hey.
Oh.
나도.
There goes my heart beating, 'cause you are the reason I'm losing my sleep. Please come back now.
Wow, they got me already. A, because it's pretty. I'm a sucker for these pretty, gorgeous, soft songs. But here's the other reason that's awesome. They're starting just easy, comfortable, relaxed, nice, lean, narrow sound. They're not like blowing it out. They're not trying to sound pretty. They're just communicating in a really easy way. It's gorgeous. Second thing that what I think we can learn from what they're doing here is, did you see how SoHyang reached out and like, hey, high five? I think that shows a lot on when she's going into a duet or something like this. Her mindset is that she wants to be a team with the people around her, right? And she wants to lift them up, and she wants the people she's singing with to feel good and feel connected, right? Love it. I also loved watching her in that she's just so relaxed. She spent that whole first bit just feeling the beat, getting herself into the mood of it, and making sure everything was relaxed. He did some similar stuff. He seemed like he was like, had the kind of bubbly energy before a performance and was taking advantage of that. So I was expecting maybe a little tension from him because I didn't see him kind of relaxing to this song yet. But then when he went to sing, you saw his body just fall right into that nice, easy, gorgeous spot. So cool.
There goes my mind racing, and you are the reason that I'm still breathing. I'm hopeless now.
Okay, so the other thing that brings up when we're thinking about how they dealt with the introduction and how the very start before they even sang happened is that people deal with anxiety, stress, pre-performance really different. Different people find different things to be useful. My preference is to be able to shut out as much noise and external distraction as possible so I can really focus on getting my mind in the place I want it to get. Other people really like engaging with other people, and that gets them to calm down. They like to talk. They like to kind of be bubbly and share that energy, right? And that kind of ramps them up. The key here is to make sure that you're identifying what you can do, what you need to do for the performance to be the most compelling, genuine, and authentic. Start creating a pattern of, this is my pre-game routine. This is what I do. The more you'll do that, the more consistent your performances will become. If you don't do that, your performances will be at the mercy of whatever new changes are happening, new things that are happening before that. Other thing there is, when you're working with a group, a partner, is to respect their differences, right? And if you see that they're by themselves trying to be calm, cool, and collect themselves, don't go over and start chatting them up. That said, if you see that they're really chatty, needing to talk, maybe you walk over and talk to them and try to get them to calm down and focus a little bit without, just by talking to them and show them appreciation and talking them up and making them feel good and confident. Maybe that's what it needs to be. It's important to realize that there are different ways to prepare for performance, and you need to figure out what yours is.
I'd climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you and fix what I've broken. Oh, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason
Okay, so you'll notice here that she's giving positive affirmation here, and that's huge. That's really important, to find ways to lift the people around you. So cool. And I love his energy too. It's just so bubbly and smiley and positive. So great. What I also want to point out is what's going on here in their mouth and what's happening here. Just to point it out one more time. Upper two smile, 80% of a yawning smile. They're trying to release that jaw as much as possible. You'll notice that sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it kind of just comes down or locks into place. You'll want to watch for that. Try to keep it as relaxed down and back as you can possibly get, and keep that sound really buzzy and forward. We're hearing that for both of them. Now, some of the exceptions are when they go to some of those high notes that they're wanting to just kind of disappear into the back. They're pulling the placement back, whoo, right? And letting this 80% of a yawning smile collapse a little bit into an ooh shape and back, and that softens it up. It makes it so it's not bright. It's just kind of this background, almost a background sigh type of feeling to it, right? Cool.
There goes my head shaking, and you are the reason my heart keeps bleeding. I need you now.
Okay, you notice how they kind of like were messing around in between verses. They're like, good job, and a little bit beforehand. But as soon as that music started and they were about to sing, you saw them lock right into the moment of the song. There's just no way to make the sound to really be genuine and authentic and to have us believe it and feel it, to have the nuance that comes along with genuine emotion behind it, genuine thought, genuine emotion, specific thoughts and emotions without actually having them. Yeah, we could spend a lot of time really micromanaging and getting every specific sound, but the reality is it still wouldn't sound as smooth, as genuine, as authentic. Why? Because there are so many little teeny details, so many little different things that change when we're talking, when we're communicating, when we're feeling different feelings and emotions, that there's just no way to micromanage and get it all without actually being there. So I love how committed they both are to when they're singing being right in that moment. Now, if you're on stage, you notice with both of these people, I don't know, I haven't watched Greg Priester sing really much at all, so I'm interested to go back because I'm loving his voice. I'm loving what I'm seeing and hearing. Is you'd see if they're in a big arena that they wouldn't check out before and in between. They would be in the moment, the entire moment of the song, right? They're in a studio here, and so there's a little bit more of a casual ambiance to it. But you'll see how professional they are because right before they sing, they're in it.
If I could turn back the clock, I'd make sure the light could fear the dark. Spend every hour of every day keeping you safe. Climb every mountain and swim every ocean just to be with you, to fix what I'm broken.
Okay, so I'm going to point some out here. Ensembles are really tricky. They're tricky because not only do you have to sing well yourself, you have to balance out with the other person around you. So that can mean that you need to be softer so another person can stand out, or that you need to be able to stand out so that other people go in the background, or that you both need to be blend and really sound like you're two parts of the same voice, right? You are just so well blended. Now, what are you hearing here? What I'm hearing here is I'm hearing SoHyang is really like popping out of the texture. She's really in the forefront. Why? Because she's really got a lot of resonance going up here, which is capturing our ears, right? Why is it capturing our ears? Well, because she's inhabiting the singer's formant, which is the area where babies cry, and the area where our ears are built to pick up that frequency set. It's the frequency set that opera singers use to be heard over an orchestra. They aren't heard just because they sing louder. They sing because they inhabit a very specific frequency set that isn't inhabited by other instruments, or that the ear is designed to pick up most, like our ears are, the singer's formant, or where babies cry. She's inhabiting that space like nobody's business, right in it. Is he? Nope, he's not. He's pulling that placement back. It's a softer, lighter, easier sound. It's warm, it's rich, it's gorgeous. But because he's not inhabiting that spot that our ears are built to give priority to, he fades into the background a little bit. It's not a matter of good, better, or best. It's a matter of an ensemble and what you're wanting to achieve. So we have two options here. One is to think that they want SoHyang to pop out in the front of the texture and to be heard more, or that they just haven't worked together enough, or that their voices aren't really balancing really great together. Does it mean they don't sound good together? I think they sound great, but that balance is with her in the forefront, him in the background. So whether you like it or not, that's what we're hearing in terms of balancing of those voices and ensemble. And it'd be interesting to hear their thoughts on that. It'd also be interesting to see what would happen if they decided it just wasn't balanced really well. Our voices didn't really inhabit the same place and mesh like we wanted to. Would be to work with them and either get him to pull that resonance forward a little bit more, or her to back off that placement a little bit and soften it down a little bit more so that they met more in the middle a little bit. So really interesting. Now, the goal here is when you're singing, talk to the people that you're singing with. And maybe beforehand say, hey, where are you going to be placing this sound? Or where do you think I should stand out? Where do you want to stand out? Where should we really just be blended and be so tight? And make sure that you're singing the same vowels here in the back of your mouth, that they're really as close as possible, because that will help you blend. Make sure the placement is as similar as possible, because that will help you blend. And if you'll do those, you're going to be able to be really specific and deliberate about using your ensemble to your benefit. Now, to me, what it seems like is we got these two singers in the same place to do this really gorgeous song, because they both have gorgeous voices and they're both really well suited to sing this, and they're just going for it. And I think that's great. I think we should applaud that. So cool. There, you'll see, he opened up that ass space. He brought that placement forward. Now they're coming more into balance. Sweet. Love it. So maybe it was all on purpose. Maybe he was fading to the background and now he's wanting to pull into the forefront again. How cool is that?
I climb every mountain, swim every ocean, just to be with you and fix what I've broken, 'cause I need you to see that you are the reason.
My goodness. Oh.
So nice, gorgeous blend at the end. And we did hear them come into balance and then one pop out in the other. So love it. So maybe it was all on purpose. Who knows? Short version, what makes it awesome? Hey, it's a gorgeously beautiful song. They both sing with such consistent technique, and it's well suited for the style and the different colors and sounds that they make all the way through. They're really committed to communicating that message and trying to internalize it and then share that with the audience. All elements needed for a really exceptional performance. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Comment down below. Tell me what you loved about the performance, what you thought was good. I'd love to hear what you have to say. You can book a lesson with me at foundyourvoice.com. You can also get my feedback and commentary on a short video or audio clip at wizio.com. You can find other micro lessons that I share on TikTok. Either way it goes, I hope you check it out. See you next time.